No?
Yes, sir.
Mm. So, so, so if it is something like a black screen, so here, how do you find out which voice is installed on this machine? So, for example, you don't know, you join the company, you don't know, you join the one of the company, and so they gave the access to you, they gave the all the servers, they gave the access to you, the service access, but you don't know which voice is installed on this machine. So how do you find out? So we need to find out through a command. Cat slash etc red hat hyphen release. Cat slash etc red hat hyphen release. This is the command. So it is works for the only Red Hat family. It is work for the Red Hat family, Red Hat, CentOS, Fedora. But all the OSs, all the Linux flavors, all the Linux flavors, whatever it may be, Sun Solaris or Red, Ubuntu, AX, HP, UX, so Oracle Linux, every command. So if you can see the US, so slash cat slash etc OS hyphen release, cat slash etc OS hyphen release. So if you find out in the Red Hat family, these are the Red Hat OS, CentOS OS, Fedora OS. You can use the command. You can use the command, right? Slash etc Red Hat release. So other flavors of Linux, you can use the cat slash etc slash etc slash etc OS hyphen release. OS hyphen release. Mm. Guys are able to see, right? Cat slash etc OS release. So OS release also working for the Red Hat, something like a. So which OS is installed, guys? Which OS is installed on this mission? Guys, tell me which OS, the name of the OS, guys. So which OS is installed on this mission? CentOS,
CentOS.
CentOS.
CentOS 7. Yeah. So CentOS. So what is the version of the OS?
7.
7. CentOS 7. How do you find out? So which OS is installed on this machine? So for example, you joined a new company. You guys are joined a new company. They are giving the username, password, and IP address. They are not providing the, so which OS is installed on this machine. So how do you find out? How do you find out? By using the command cat slash etc OS hyphen release. This command is used for all the flavors of the Linux. Whatever the flavor of the Linux, so we can use this command. But so Red Hat, CentOS, Fedora, Oracle Linux. So Oracle Linux is cloning of the cloning from the cloning from the Red Hat. Cloning from the Red Hat. Whatever the commands we are using in the CentOS, Fedora, Red Hat, if the same OS, the same commands will be using in the same commands will be using in the Oracle Linux also. So Oracle Linux also, guys. So what is the command? Cat slash etc Red Hat release. So Red Hat release. Now you see. So what is the flavor of the OS? CentOS 7. What is the version of the OS? 7.9. 7.9. Now you understood, guys? Understood? Guys, able to see, right?
Yes,
They-
sir.
Is this CentOS Linux? Is it different from CentOS 7?
CentOS 7?
Yes, CentOS Linux. Is it
Hmm.
different from CentOS 7?
So, so
So okay,
initially you are,
this is for Red Hat. This one is for CentOS, right?
yes, this is for
Okay.
us.
All right.
You
Thank you.
see, you see something like, yeah. So Kim is asking, who is asking the doubt? Kim, right? Kim, Kim, who is asking the doubt? Kim, right?
Yes, sir.
Kim, who is asking? Kim, right?
No.
Henry, Henry, I think, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So did you watch the recordings, right? Linux OS. Who developed Linux OS? Linus Torvald. So this Linus Torvald is released as a open source. So OS released as a OS Linux OS Linux OS released as a open source. So open source, if the open so open source is nothing but a source code. One is a free of cost. Second one is source code. Source code also available. If source code also available, source code means the programming code. Source code means the programming code. Whatever the code is rated for developing the Linux OS. So that code also free of cost. So once we got the code. So once we have the code. So once the code is available, source code is available. So we can modify whatever we want. Something like a Linux. Took the Linux OS, something like so everyone is created. Sun created Solaris. Solaris Linux OS. Solaris Linux OS. So something like UX Linux OS. AX Linux OS. Red Hat Linux OS. CentOS Linux OS. Fedora Linux OS. Oracle Linux, Linux OS. All these are the Linux OSs. All these are the Linux OSs only. All these are the Linux OSs only. So CentOS Linux or CentOS 7 or CentOS Linux 7, both are same. Both are same. But we call it as a we are calling as a CentOS 7. So it is a CentOS Linux OS only. CentOS a Linux OS. This is a Linux flavor only. The name is a CentOS. Red Hat provided the name is CentHat. CentOS, Red Hat, and Fedora. They created a two types of OSs. They created a two types OSs. Guys, now you understood, right? How do you know the flavor of the how do you know the flavor of the OS? Flavor of the Linux OS? So cat/etc Red Hat release. So any flavor, you need to find out any flavor of the OS. So we can use the cat/etc OS hyphen release. OS hyphen release. So cat/etc Red Hat release. So this is only for the Red Hat family. So this is for all Linux flavors. We are using the CentOS, cat/etc OS hyphen release. So cat/etc Red Hat release is Red Hat release only for the Red Hat family. Only for the Red Hat family. Got you? Got it right? So what are the commands you learn? So till now, what are the commands you learn? Guys, tell me. The first command is ls,
Less.
ll,
PWD.
pwd,
Who am I?
who am I,
And cat/etc/OS.
who, cat/etc
OS
OS
release.
release, cat/etc
Red Hat slash release.
class
Release.
release. So Red Hat class release. Something like in Windows. In Windows, how to create a folder. How to create a folder. Right mouse, new folder. Right click, yeah. So right click, new. So something like a select the folder. But here, how you can create the how you can create in the Linux. So Linux is a CLI, right? CLI means command line interface.
Command line interface.
Command
Yeah.
line
How
interface.
how you can create the how we can create the a directory. Something like here
You can write
MK
MK directory. Yeah.
MKDIR means making a directory. Making a directory MKDIR. For example, Hari MKDIR. So US class, whatever it may be. You can create the folder name. So what is the syntax, guys? What is the
My clear.
MKDIR, Hari.
syntax? What is the syntax, guys?
MKDIR.
MKDIR, name of the directory.
Master.
So for example, MKDIR, something like Hari. Hari is the directory. I want to create the Hari directory. MKDIR Hari. Yeah. So I want to create, just I created a directory Hari. I want to go to the directory. How we can open the, how we can open,
CD.
or how we can log into that directory, how we can go to the directory. So in the in the Windows, you can double click. So double click the folder, it automatically enter into that folder. But in the but in the Linux, you need to go to using the cd command.
CD.
Cd means
For the
a
name.
change directory. What is that? Cd means a change
CD.
directory. cd space dir name, directory name. See what is the syntax, guys? Syntax cd space dir. So directory cd space a directory name. What is the directory? Just created the directory Hari. So if you enter into the Hari directory. So you are in the Hari directory. You can create a you can create a, so you want to create another directory in this Hari directory, something like US class 1. So I want to create another directory in the US class 1. So again you can go to the cd US class US class 1. So now you are in the, before you are in the Hari directory. Now you are in the US class 1 directory. You want to create another directory in this directory mkdir US class 3. So you want to go to the you want to go to the you want to go to the this directory also, cd change directory US class 3. Now you are in the which directory? Now you are in the cd directory. If you press the pwd, you are in the something like, first you are in the root directory. In the root directory you created a Hari directory. In the Hari directory you created a US class 1, US class 1. In the US class 1 you created a US class 3. Yes, understood? So you are in the root Hari US class 1, US class 3. So you are in this directory. If you press the pwd, where you are. So pw means where you
You
are. Where you are. So where you are. You are in the root Hari US class 3. So in the root directory you created a Hari directory. In the Hari directory you created a US class 1. In the US class 1 directory you created a US class 3 directory. US class 3 directory. So for example, I want to go one step back. I want to go one step back. I want to move into US class 1. Now I am in the now I am in the US class 3. I want to go to one step back. I want to go to US class 1. US class 1. How you can go? You can go by using the
double dot.
cd dot dot. cd dot dot. If you execute this cd dot dot, it will go the it will go to the one step back. So if you press the cd dot dot slash dot dot, so you want to go to two step back. You want to go to two step back. You want to go to directly Hari. So
That's
you
in
want
the
to go to
box.
two step. So this is the one step. This is the two step. Two step back. You can use the cd dot dot slash dot dot. So you want to go to three steps back. How you can use cd dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot. You want to go to four step back. Cd slash slash dot slash dot slash dot dot dot. So this is one step. This is two steps. This is three steps. This is the four steps. So you want to go
So
to
this
directly. You want to go to the
one
whatever you
step.
are. whatever you are, something like a CD. Whatever you are, you can use the cd command. cd command. Guys, got it? How to create a folder. So how to create a folder?
I think the man that messaged Diego. I said, please don't worry about.
Sorry.
I forgot. I said, good morning, dear. Please don't worry about the gift. Oh, thank you. I just wanted. I tried to get the message.
So now you understood, right, guys? So what are the commands we used till now? So something like a ls, ll, pwd, omi, who, CatOS, OS release, Red Hat release, mkdir, cd dot dot, cd dot dot, cd dot 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 dot, cd dot dot slash dot dot dot, cd dot dot dot, cd. Right? So now we can do the practicals. You are unable to see, right? So let's practice in the practice it in the. Friends, now you're able to see, right? So what are the commands we learn? ls, cd, etc, ls you already saw, ll, something ll is nothing but a. So you can find out the directory or a link file or a file, something like that. So what is the command? So here, so which OS is installed on this machine? How you can find out? So you are in which directory? PWD. So if you press immediately PWD, you are in the /etc directory. You are under the slash, you are the etc directory. You want to go to, so if you press the CD, it automatically go to the root home directory. If you press the CD, it automatically go to wherever you are. So you logged in as a root, right? You logged in as a root, they directly go to the root home directly. If you press the CD, so something like so mkdir cat/etc red hat hyphen release. So no such file or directory because of this is not a Red Hat OS. So what is the command we can use? /etc OS hyphen release. OS hyphen release. What is this Linux? Amazon also created their own Linux. Amazon Linux. It's took from the Fedora. It's took from the Fedora. So the OS is Amazon Linux. Version is 2023. 2023. So this is the Amazon Linux OS. Amazon Linux OS. So this OS is coming from the Fedora. So we can use the same commands whatever we are using in the CentOS, Red Hat, Fedora. So right. So pwd. I want to create a directory. mkdir something like mkdir us class 1. Let's see directory is created or not. Yeah, so directory is something like something is created, but I don't know if it is a directory or a file. How you can find out? So ll command, so d, so the starting letter is d. Oh, this is the directory. So this is the directory. I want to go to the this directory. How we can go to the directory? If it is a Windows, you can double click it, automatically go to that folder. But here, so we need to give the command. Something like cd means a change directory. Cd means cd us class 1, us class 1. So it enter into the US class 1. Again you check. So you are in the root. Under the root you created a class 1 directory. So you are in the class 1 directory. You are in the class 1 directory. So if it is a directory or not, something like how you can find out. So here also, so cd means change directory. Mkdir means making a directory. I want to create at a time something like a, so at a time 3 or 4 directories, something like US class 2, US class 3, US class 4. So I'm creating three directories in the US class 1. Let's see. Yeah, it's created. LS. Yes. So where you are? Where you are? You are in the root US class 1. In the root US class 1, you created a US class 2, US class 3, US class 4. So I want to go to US class 4. I go to US class 4. So then, so how you can go to that, how you can go to that directory by using the cd command. Now you are in the, so you can execute the pwd. Now you are in the US root. Now you are in the root, under the root, US class 1, US class 1. So then you moved to, you logged into the US class 4. So again, I'm creating another directory in the class, US class of 5. I created a US class 5 in the US class 4 directory. Let's see it's created or not. Yeah, created. So I'm again I'm going to US class 5 a directory. I'm going to US class 5 directory. Again execute that command pwd where you are. You're in the root US class 1, in the US class 1, US class 4, in the US class 4, we created a mkdir US class 5. Now I want to go to one step back. I want to go to one step back from US class 5 to US class 4. How you can go it? You can go the cd dot dot cd dot dot. You see, so before you are in the, US class 5, now you are in the US class 4. So the command is, I want to go to one step back. I want to go to one directory back. Cd dot dot cd dot dot something like, again I'm going to US class 5. So now I am in the, US class of 5. I want to go to two step back. I want to go to two step back. Cd dot dot slash dot dot cd dot dot slash dot dot. You see, now I am in the, root US class 1. Now I am in the US class 1. So before I am in the US class 5. So US class 5. In the US class 1, there is a US class 4. In the US class 4, there is a US class 5. So I want to go to two steps back. So this US class 5 is the one step. US class 4 is the another step. I want to go to two steps back. I want to go to two directories back. So cd dot dot slash dot dot. So cd dot dot slash cd dot. I want to go to again US class 4 cd US class 5. Now I am in the, again I am in the US class 5. I want to go to three steps back. Cd dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot. So US class 5, US class 4, and US class 4 1. So I'm moving to a root directory. How we can go to the root directory? So pwd. You see, you are in the root directory. You are in the root directory. So no, I don't want to use this cd dot dot cd dot dot cd dot dot. So whenever hit the, so cd US class 1, cd US class 4, right? US class 4, cd US class 5. Yeah. So now I am in the root, US class 1 created in the US class 1, US class 4 directory, in the US class 4 directory, US class 5 directory. I'm in the US class 5 directory. I don't want to, I don't want to use these commands, cd dot dot dot. So if I execute the cd command, if I execute the cd command, it automatically go to the home directory for the login user. Whoever you are logging, something like you are using a root user or a hurry user or something like whatever the user. So if you press the cd, it automatically go to the logins home directory. Logins home directory is, my login home directory is root. My login home directory is root. Guys, now you understood, right? cd, about the cd. Yeah. cd means change directory. You want to change the directory, you can change the directory. Something like cd world, Asia, India, AP, Hyderabad, Nagar, Hari, for example. So pwd is to check the present working directory. Something like so come to one step back. So cd dot dat to come to one step back. cd dot dot slash dot dot come to 2 step back. cd dot dot slash dot dot come to 3 steps back. Something like cd hyphen to go at least working directory. So wherever you are working, the last working directory you will go. Something like cd to go to the user's home directory. If you use the cd, it go to at user's home directory. User's home directory. This is the cd. This is the cd. Yeah. So creation of a folder. How to create a folder, how to create a directory mkdir and the directory name. Something like I'm creating a Red Hat directory. mkdir, I'm creating a number of directories, many number of directories. mkdir, CentOS, Unix, Fedora. So I want to create a day 1 to day 32. I want to create a directories from day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 30. Day 30. How you can create it? How you can create the day 1 to day 30. mkdir day hyphen 1 to 30. Let's see. You see, day 1 is the day 2, day 4 here. Yeah. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day. So how many folders created? 1 to day 30 folders created. So you want to create a multiple folders with the single command, with the single command. You can use that command. Day something like. So I want to create a week 1 to 7. Something like mkdir week hyphen double quotes week 1 to 7. So week 1 to 52 weeks. Per year, how many weeks? 52 weeks. I want to create a 1 to 52 weeks. Let's see. So week 1 to 52 weeks are created. Week 1 to 56 are created. I want to create a number of folders with the one command. You can use the mkdir, something like a week hyphen. So open braces, 1 dot dot 52 close braces. This is the command. We can create the number of folders. You can create the number of folders at a time. You can create a number of folders at a time. Now you understood? Yeah. So something like a unit A to Z. I want to create a unit A to Z. So something like, so we created a folder within the folder. Creation of a folder and subfolder. So usually we can do the mkdir hurry. Then you can create a mkdir family. So you can create a directory. Within the directory you can use the -p option. -p option. You don't want to go to that directory. So if you don't want to go to the directory, you can create from within the one command. We can create a number of directories and subdirectories. So -p is nothing but a parent directory. So this is the Linux. Hari is the parent directory. In the Hari parent directory, Amni is the created. Amni is the subdirectory. In the subdirectory, Amni subdirectory. So Linux is the subdirectory. Red Hat is the subdirectory. I want to create something like. So I will show you. I'm removing this. I will tell you after. So what is this command? Rm command. So don't worry, guys. So no, there is nothing here. So pwd. So empty. So I'm creating a directory in the root directory because of I am in the root folder. So I can create mkdir something like a Red Hat. Yes. So created the Red Hat. I want to create a directory in the Red Hat directory. The name is CentOS. So you can go to the one method is you can go to the that folder, then you can use the mkdir CentOS CentOS 7 something like. So you created the CentOS 7. So from the root Red Hat. So no, I'm removing this from my RF star. So Red Hat CentOS 7 is removed. So I'm moving. Yeah, now I am in the root directory. I want to create so in the root we have already we have a Red Hat directory. CD Red Hat. So in the root directory, so there is a Red Hat directory. Now I am in the PWD. So I'm going to a root directory. So root directory, I want to create a directory within the Red Hat directory. How you can do it? You can use the mkdir -p is the option. So you can create a parent directory. You don't want to go to that folder and create a directory. You can create a directory. You can create a directory wherever you are. Wherever you are, you can create a directory. For example, I am going to the etc directory, or I am going to the boot directory. So boot is the bootable files are there. I am in the boot directory, but I want to create a directory. So within the root having a Red Hat. In the Red Hat, we need to create the CentOS 7. So mkdir -p I'm in the root. So I have a Red Hat folder, and the Red Hat I want to create a. So you see, there is no folders created in the Red Hat directory. So I want to create a CentOS 7 under the Red Hat. So so we can go to the CD, we can go to the root, then you can go to the Red Hat, then you can create you can create the mkdir CentOS 7. So now I am creating a directory within the Red Hat directory, a root within the root Red Hat. In the Red Hat CentOS 7, I am creating the CentOS 7, but I am in the I am in the boot directory. I'm in the boot directory, but I can create a directory within the Red Hat directory. Wherever you are, you can create a directory by using the -p option. -p option. Something like I'm creating a CentOS 7. So now I am in the which directory? So now I am in the boot directory. Let's see if it is created. So root Red Hat. Yeah, I go to. So by using the CD, you can go to number of directories at a time. You can go to the number of directories at a time. Something like a CD, a root, or Red Hat. So I moved to two directories. I moved to in the root, in the root in the Red Hat. You can use the command. Something like, you see, CentOS 7 directory is created, but you created from the boot directory. So by using this mkdir -p option, -p option, -p option. So here you guys want to learn one thing. So now I am in the Red Hat CD CentOS 7. So I want to go to directly. I want to go to the root home directory. You can use the CD enter. CD enter. You can directly go to the. You can directly go to the. You can go to the root directory. You can directly go to the root directory. And so here we want to learn. We want to learn a absolute path and relative path. Absolute path and a relative path. What is this, guys? Absolute path and relative path. You can execute the commands at two ways. You can execute the commands in two ways. You can execute the commands in two ways. You can execute the commands in two ways, guys. One is absolute path, the relative path. Guys, you can execute the command in the two ways. You can execute the command in the two ways. What are those? Absolute path and relative path. Absolute path and relative path. So relative path. I want to read the file. I want to read the file. That file is in the, so something like less where a log messages. So log a message. I want to see this. Yeah. For example, I want to see the I want to see the less where log message. So this is a file, a log messages file, something like a so system a log information, system log info. So how you can verify by using less cat? I will show you later this one, a less command. So I want to see the messages. So messages, something like a system info, system logs. Where the system logs are available in the var directory, a log directory. In the log directory, there is a file called messages file. I want to see the messages, the system messages. How you can see? So we can see by using the less var log messages. So this is the one way, and we can go to the another way. CD var, then go to CD log, then you can use the command call messages. So this is a relative path. This is the relative path. Relative path means, so whatever the messages folders, messages files are there, you can go to that path. You can go to that path and execute the messages. So something like absolute path. So wherever wherever you want to see the, so something like you are in the boot directory, or something like you are in the etc directory. So you are in the etc directory, you want to see the log messages. So by using the absolute path, by using the absolute by using this absolute path absolute by using this absolute path, so you can directly execute, you are in the slash etc, for example, you can directly execute less var log messages, less var log messages. This is nothing but a absolute a path, a relative path means something like you can go to the cd var, then cd log, then you can execute that file. But in the absolute path, wherever you are, so you can execute from there only. You can execute from there only. Where log messages. Where log messages. I will show you guys. I will show you. Yeah. I want to see the log messages. The first relative path means I can go to the CD to the where and CD to the log. Now I am in the where log. So now I am in the where log. So there is a log called something like a DNF log. For example, so these all are these all are the files. How you can find out if it's a file or directory. For example, the cloud init log. So what is that? A cloud init log. For example, let's 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 check the cloud init log. Let's cloud init dot log. So this is the one way we can see the logs. One way we can see the log, or something like I'm in the PWD. I'm in the var log. So I'm directly going to CD etc or whatever whatever the file. So I want to see the cloud init logs. Var log cloud init dot log. You see? So I'm in the PWD. I'm in the etc directory. I'm in the which directory? EC directory. But I want to see the logs. So wherever I am, so you can use the absolute path. You can verify the, so you can verify the logs from the wherever you are, wherever you are, wherever you are. You see? So you are in the which directory? I'm in the etc directory, but I can see the log messages in the I can log in log messages in where log. So there is a cloud.init, but I can verify it from wherever I want. You can execute the command either absolute path or a relative path, either absolute path or a relative path. You can use both the ways. You can use both the ways, absolute path and a relative path. Absolute path and relative path. Guys, understood? Absolute path and relative path?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So execute the commands either absolute pathway or a relative pathway. You can execute the commands both, whatever you want. Whatever you want, you can execute. So command will be executing two ways. One is absolute path, the other one is a relative path. Absolute path and relative path. Understood, right, guys?
Yes.
Yeah. So I already told you, right? What is the heart of the OS? Heart of the OS is kernel. So how to see the kernel version of the kernel version by using the uname-r. Something like uname-a, the whole architecture will be showing. The whole architecture will be showing. LS CPU information like x86, 64-bit or 32-bit. Arc means architecture of the OS. You understand the mkdir, you understand the you understand the cd, you understand the ls, right? Ls. So these are the, so I already told you, right, guys? I already told you something like there are these all are the these all are the a file or a directory handling tools. These all are the file and directory handling tools. So more are there. So more are there. So meanwhile, I'm showing. So tomorrow I will show the text processing tools. So text processing tools. So text means a file. How we can create a file. How we can modify a file. How we can read the file. How we can read the file. Read the file. I will show it to you tomorrow. Something like a touch cat VA. So the text processing tools are these three. So these are the three commands. I will show it to you guys tomorrow. I will show it to you. Tomorrow means a Monday. So Monday class will be so text processing tools. So whatever the commands we are using now, those are the file or something like those are the directory handling, not a file, directory handling tools. So directory or a file, something like I want to see the permissions of the file. So LL. I want to see the directory permissions or a LL command. I want to create a directory. I want to change the directory. So I want to see the kernel version. You name it. You guys can practice these commands. You guys can practice these commands. Okay, guys, understood? So tomorrow
Yes.
I will show you the touch cat VM. So what is touch? What is cat? So VM is the most important, guys. So in the real time, every day we are using the cat and VM. So we'll show it to you tomorrow. Okay, guys, understood?
Yes.
So simple, easy. So it is a very easy. So definitely we'll understand the commands so easily. We will understand the commands easily. Something like in our case, something like I already told you, right? Cat is the text processing tool. Yeah. Something like less var log messages. In our cases, var log messages. You see, these are the system related logs. These are the system related logs. Yeah. I went back. I went back to the something like you can use cat slash cat slash etc something like var log messages. Cat is the command to read the file. Message is the file. You see, this is the messages. These are the messages. These are the something like network manager, DNS manager, so something like all these commands. So system related info, system info will be showing on the varlog messages. So varlog messages. You can see verified in the varlog messages. Right? Understood, guys? So this is the command. So we can use it. So absolute path and relative path. So relative path, I want to go to cd var log, then messages. There is a messages. Yeah. So there is a mail log. For example, there is a mail log. So we can verify the mail log. Less mail log. See, this is the mail log. I want to see the mail log. So I can execute from the wherever I was. So a cat slash var log mail log. So I can execute through the command will be executing two ways. One is a relative path, one is absolute path. One is relative path, one is absolute path. For example, so absolute path I want to directly go to center is 7. So what is the relative path? cd root cd/root. Then you can go to the, so here not there, mkdir red hat cd red hat mkdir center is 7 cd center is 7 mkdir fedora cd fedora. Where I am in this root red hat center is fedora. So I'm directly executing the command cd. If you execute the command cd, sorry guys, if you execute the cd command, you directly go to the root home directory. So now I want to go to the CentOS Fedora directory. So we can use the two ways. One is a relative path. What is relative path? How you can go to the relative path? First you need to go to the Red Hat, then you need to go to the CentOS, then you need to go to the Fedora. So this is the relative path. No, I don't want to use the relative path. I want to use the absolute path. How you can go it? cd/root, or I'm in the root, a red hat. So then go to the CentOS, then go to the Fedora. So directly I'm going to the directly by using the absolute path. So we can execute the command two types. One is absolute path and relative path. Absolute path and relative path. Guys, now you understood, right? Guys, understood? So these are
Yes.
the commands, guys. You can practice it. Guys, so Linux, so how you can interact with the Linux? You can interact with the Linux through commands only in your real time. So we are using the only CLI, command line interface. So most of the companies are using the using the Linux only, Linux OSS only for deploying our application. Whatever, if it is a, so whatever you are seeing a website in the internet, that all the deployments will be done in the all the deployments will be deployed on the Linux servers only. So if you know the Linux, how to use the Linux and how to execute the commands in the Linux, if you know, so it will be easily understood AWS, it will be easily understood DevOps tools, it will be easily understood everything. So if you learn the Linux, so you can easily understand the AWS DevOps tools and everything. Most of the tools, all the tools are created, all the tools are developed based on Unix and based on Linux only. So they're remembering the Linux perspective and they created the tools. So because of Linux is a open source, that's the reason everyone is doing the R&D, everyone is doing the R&D or something like everyone is using the Red Hat because of it is a free of cost. It is a free of cost. Microsoft family is a Microsoft family is a commercial. So definitely if you want to use the Microsoft of OS or any flavor of the products, definitely we need to purchase the license. So that is the reason. So how they are doing the R&D purpose. So if you buy and then you can do the R&D, no. So whatever the free sources are there, so we can use those forces for free resources, and they can do the R&D. So something like AWS also. AWS also, the initial days they are using the Red Hat or CentOS, the Linux. Based on the Linux only, they created the a cloud portal. Most of the DevOps tools are using the Linux, and they created their tools. They created their tools. Most of the tools are using the a command line interface and the Linux commands. If you learn the Linux command, it will be easily understand the all the all something like a DevOps tools and AWS and on-premises data center, whatever it may, you can easily understand. Guys, make sure you guys a good exposure, a good knowledge on Linux, so then it will be easy to understand all the concepts. Okay, so guys, practice more, practice more. Practice makes man perfect. Okay.